Live on YouTube. Please do not swear. Are we live?
We're live.
Hey. Evening Soldier, first on.
That was 20 minutes ago.
That 20 minutes, yeah, but he still classes himself as being first on because he's put first on. Evening, Anne.
Hey, Anne.
Yolanda.
Yo.
How are you? Hope everybody's well this evening. I've burnt my thumb. Look at that. Look at that blister. See that blister on the end of my thumb?
Still here first.
Still here first, see? Evening, Diane, Nanny Lane. Do you know how I blistered my thumb? I've been making these. I've only just started, so it doesn't look right good, and I've got to get eyes. But I've been making these teddies, and I've used the hot glue gun to glue its ear, and a little bit of hot glue went to the side, so I decided to put my finger there to wipe it off while it was still hot, and it's blistered my thumb. It's been a right mess. It's absolutely killing me. But mine don't look like a teddy. Yolanda's looks more like a teddy than mine. Mine just looks like, what did you say, koala bear.
Yeah.
So we've got to go and get the eyes for it tomorrow. So that's a right nightmare. Ouch, but love the teddy. I know. Evening, Sam. How are you,
Hey,
my
Sam.
love? How are you both? It's rainy and windy here. I know, Nanny Lynn, I'm a silly lady. But yes, it's still raining here. I hate the rain. I just want nice weather so we can go out and investigate. So yeah, it's a bit shitty. John's just been live on members. We've just been testing our hot.
I haven't.
You didn't tried it.
I've been out on investigation.
Tried on it like John. John's been evening Claire. John's been out on an investigation. Shall show him. We put green screen on
Don't
upstairs,
spoil it.
but no, all right then. He were on an investigation and we captured a ghost. It's sunny in cloudy Chester, but not raining. Dear me. Oh dear. But evening, everybody. So we've got his backdrop up and running. John's been in a churchyard. He has.
Took a chair with him.
Took a chair with him though, Nanny Lynn, to sit down in. But yeah, he's been in a churchyard. So tread on it like John did. Tread on what? Me blister? Oh, no, I can't do that. It's hurting just to touch it. But yeah, so I hope everybody enjoyed his quiz last night. I quite enjoy his what's the fire extinction for the lights.
I'll message you.
We'll message you, soldier, and explain. But yes, it was an interesting night for the quiz. We had Carol and I forgot already who won quiz. There were Carol. Go on. We had 3-week quiz. There were Carol, Joyce, and Soldier. Three winners.
2 winners on YouTube, though.
2 winners on. Oh, look at her getting that in. 2 winners on YouTube. Quiz was brilliant. I enjoyed it. Thank you for sending me some new quiz sheets, Nanny Lynn. Evening adventures, Andy and Ben. Hope you're well, my lovelies. So yeah, evening, Carol. But yeah, it's the quiz was quite good. Nanny Lynn sent me some more quizzes so I can make my own answers up. So we can do some more.
You make your own
quiz
answers
nights.
up to them anyway.
Well, I do. I'll send you tiebreakers. Oh yes, please, Nanny Lynn, because we could do with a tiebreaker to see who gets the point. I don't know how we're going to do it, but we'll see who gets the point on the tiebreaker. So that'll be a funny one. But I've got to remember, you see, Facebook is like 30 seconds behind. So it's whoever gets it right. We'll just have to keep going till somebody gets it wrong. Evening, Scots. How are you? Enjoyed my first quiz, Lindsay. Oh, was that your first one, soldier? Hey, dear. I do enjoy quiz nights. So we have Claire has been really, really busy messaging locations and where to go. So we are going to be looking at hiring some locations. Hopefully some of them will get back to us shortly. We have emailed them. Well, Claire's emailed them. So thank you very much, Claire, for that. Claire's messaging is a lot better than mine when it comes to pen and paper when you're writing to people. So we've got a couple hopefully coming up in the pipeline. Shall I divulge one of them? Because it is well known anyway. But we are looking into going to East Drive just to see for ourselves what's there, what's not there, to see whether we can pick anything up compared to what other teams, or validate what other teams have picked up. So I think East Drive one's going to be good. I think we're going to do it on a weeknight though, because it's a lot cheaper to do it on a weeknight than it is a weekend. But we'll wait and see whether we can get somebody. We can get a response back. We do know somebody that knows the owner, so hopefully we'll be able to have a quick response back. So that'll be good. Please do, Lindsay. I love a divulge. A divulge. But yeah, get her told, Nanny Lane. Get me told what time? Oh, time them. I could do. Evening, Kelly, my lovely. Hope everybody's well. Please share out our Chit Chat Tuesday. If anybody's got any questions you'd like to ask, please pop them in chat. John's just messaging Dave to explain something to Dave. Yes. So I'll just keep chatting while John's just looking at his phone. What else have we got? What else are we going to be doing? After tonight's live, we will be going live in members. Is that where the two girls were involved with one man ghost and the poltergeist activity? I think so. He was. But a lot of it's said to have been moved on now. I mean, when they lived in there, they did have an exorcism going off in the property. And I don't necessarily believe that the East Drive holds any energies now, but I do believe that the land holds a lot of energy because a lot of things happened in Pontefract. So it'd be interesting to see what we can get to clarify with that as well. That'll be good. You're getting for YouTube, LOL. So that's hopefully that'll be an interesting investigation. What else we were going to say? We're going to try the object thing tonight. So we have got an experiment going off which is going to include all members. So all members do need to be in to join. It will be really good. So I'll let John do a bit of talking now while I do a bit of.
I don't even know what we're on about. I've been busy, so you can't just drop me in it like that.
Just giving you the update. My daughter is fine. She's still in a bit of pain. She hasn't actually broken. She had X-ray. Just pulled a muscle in the foot, so she's got to wear a boot for the next 2 summer. Daughter's just resting at me. Oh, bless. Central, I love my lovely. I'm so glad that it's not broken because a lot of damage done when it's broken, sweet. So so happy that she's is she in a lot of pain, Kelly, or have they given her medication for taking pain off? Have they given her some strong painkillers to come out with? I don't think I ever had to use one of them boots. Oh, I did have to use a boot when I come out. I had a pot boot on when I did mine. Evening, Gillian. I hope you're well. I don't know if I've said evening to Anne as well. But yes, so I don't know how we're going to fare. I mean, tomorrow night, we're having tomorrow night off because obviously football's on, but we may depending on the
Maybe
weather,
doing something.
we may like to go. We may actually might go out investigating after the football, but it just depends on weather, doesn't it? If we can get out, because we're not having a drink tomorrow. Well, I am, but it's non-alcoholic. But it does taste like lager, so I will be having one of them bottles. I think them thingy blues in fridge.
They went out of date.
Oh, did they? Oh, I might just get a 4-pack of them, because you like alcohol, but they're not alcoholic. But yes, depending on how we feel after the match. Because evening Sheila, my lovely.
Hey, Sheila.
Evening David. They're sneaking in on YouTube, but I'm not seeing them coming in. Yeah, my daughter's been given some painkillers. She passed out. She's passed out at the moment on her bed. That's good. Just make sure she does rest up, Kelly.
8 o'clock, Nanny Lynn.
Make sure she rests up and listens to what they tell her for her exercises afterwards.
It's just this lighting, and I think.
John, you don't look well. You're a bit pale. No, I think it's this lighting in our living room. It's a bit shittified.
We ain't got studio lighting yet.
It makes you look very, very pale. Oh, thank you, Soldier. It does make you look very pale. It's just that, we need some decent lighting going off.
Go for me.
Nothing to go for me. Do you know? I'm gonna kick his head in if he says that again. Go fund me. I will be coming on, I think, in daytime. Are you doing anything in the daytime tomorrow?
I don't know.
On members, because if you do something on members, I can come on main. Evening, Deborah. I could come on main and do some pendulum.
I can do something on main, and you could do some on members.
Well, I'll do. It's where they want pendulum.
I can do a ghost hunting cemetery.
You could do you could do a ghost hunting cemetery actually on your own. Evening, Trace. I hope you're well. You could do a ghost hunting cemetery, I suppose. I will come on and do some pendulum work. I'll work out with John where we're going to be doing it, and I'll put a post on in the morning. A rising star on John Brown, yo. What's rising star for, Soldier? What do you think of the new COVID rules on the 19th? Well, do you know, it's funny.
We don't know if it's happening yet.
Well, I was reading something that somebody posted about the rules of COVID. And apparently on the 22nd of July, all the government officials take a holiday until somewhere around September time, similar to like kids' school holidays, isn't it? 6-week holidays. So somebody's posted that because they want their holidays and they don't want to be snapped breaking COVID rules, hence this is why it's been lifted at the time it is doing. Do I think that? I don't know. I do. The thing is with this COVID, they've got to put an end to it. So if they're lifting all restrictions on 19th, then by rights we should not go back into lockdown come September, regardless of what's happening. Just because I think we've got to.
They are putting a lot of faith in this vaccine, so I just hope it is as good as what they believe
what they're saying it is. Yeah. But everybody still stay safe. Just be careful if you are mixing in large groups, whether we're out of COVID or not. Use your wits.
I heard them talking about. I went down to the shop earlier, and I heard one of women in shop that works in shop talking to one of the customers, and they were on about 7 on 19th, and they said there's going to be a big split, a big divide on 19th because half the country want to stop wearing masks and other half will want to wear them. So you're going to get people still wearing them as tutting because other people
aren't. But then but again, in that people's own thing, if they want to, I agree with what Boris said. If we don't do it now, the only alternative is winter when it's worse. It is. Thank you for the stars, my lovely. It's not come up. Evening, Stuart. It's not come up on my phone. Who sent stars, so I do apologise that I've missed it.
That's true, Scotty. People have to remember, just because it's mandatory, not mandatory to wear masks anymore, you can still wear one yourself. It's your own decision.
Yeah. Long live freedom of choice. Exactly. Hey, Debbie, I hope you're well, my lovely. We're all good, thank you. I think I think if it comes to being in a big crowd, I think I'd probably still wear a mask.
I mean, Michael Jackson used to wear one all the time.
He wore one all the time. But yeah, I think if it were, if me personally, if we're in a big crowd, I will wear a mask. If I don't know, I'll just play it by ear. But if we've no longer got to them, then I don't think we will. We have to get used to living with COVID.
Your chat's broke on.
No, it has.
Off and on. Off and back on.
I know, because I couldn't see who sent stars, you see.
It comes up.
It was Tracy. Oh, thank you, Tracy. Mwah. Thank you for the stars, my lovely. And I think it's fantastic that from the 16th of August, if you've had both jabs, that you don't have to isolate if you come into contact with someone with COVID. Now, again, for me, I think, I don't know how I feel about that one, because evening, Christina.
Hey, Christina.
Hope you're well, my lovely. Long time no see. But yeah, I think if it were me, I mean, I've had my jabs a couple of months back, so I've got that antibodies building up or whatever. But I'm still going to isolate this week because I come into contact with somebody that had COVID. So they got tested positive. So that's why I'm stopping in for a week.
We did say hello. We did.
I wouldn't like to think, even Shazay, I wouldn't like to think that I could carry it and pass it on to somebody, hence why I will say that I will do the 7 days just in case. So
that's true as well, soldier. Masks only work if everyone wears them, if you're protecting others from you.
Yeah.
So if I'm still wearing one, I'm just protecting everyone else. Everyone that's not wearing one's not protecting me. So it swings and roundabouts.
It is swings and roundabouts, but we'll get it. Oh, Pooh forgot to do the live with history. Yes, David, you should remember your channel to do the history. Personal choice, Kelly, whatever makes you feel safest. Only that's exactly what I'd say. The vaccine reduces the risk. I missed that, what Scott's put there, but something about the vaccine removes the risk. Gillian. It's not a touch screen, is it? No. Hope you're having a good holiday, Gillian, my lovely. The vaccine reduces the impact of it rather than stopping you getting it. It does. So I presume that if we did get it, then I think it'd be more like a coldy flu type thing than maybe the full. I don't know. I don't know honestly how it would work for somebody to get it when they've had the injections. I know that you're covered the longer you've had them. The longer you've had them. If you had them at the beginning of the year, you've got more chance of being covered now, from what I was watching with this scientific experiment thing. I'll do it after breakfast tomorrow. No worries, David. I don't know whether Kelly, yes, I'm the same one, carrying on the same as now. Yeah. Yolanda's going to wear a bell round her neck and call out unclean. Dear. I am going to make her wear a bell round her neck now. But yeah, breakfast chat in the morning. If Johnny's up and awake for 9 o'clock, John will be doing the breakfast chat. If not, it will be moi.
John's
and I will be doing
an early night tonight.
Breakfast. I will be doing the breakfast chat. So we'll see. I think what we might do though, we might start doing it taking in turns. You do one morning, I do other morning.
They'll get bored of me doing it.
Well, I could set same for me. They'll get bored of me doing it.
You never show up.
Well, that's the point, though. You can't have awkward silences, can you? If we just sat here like this now, that's not that's not entertaining, is it? Really? So you've got to keep the chat flowing, even if you're talking about mangy toes or.
I'm not going to talk about mangy toes.
Well, I'm just saying. But yeah, you've got to talk about something, haven't you? Could talk about my blippoly on my thumb, look, my poly blister. Look at that. Never play with a hot glue gun. It's not good for you.
I've just found out today.
What have you found out?
I've got a fan.
You've got a fan?
Yeah.
She's doing you knobhead. Oh dear. Well, you know what I meant. That was the only thing I could think of, Claire, when it popped in. See, they enjoyed your morning.
I thought that said like your minge. It says you like inge and bracket.
If you landed in breakfast morning, oh my God, is that supposed to be funny?
To be dinner time.
Oh dear, you landed doing a breakfast? I don't think so. Yolanda may do a midnight one, but definitely not a breakfast. John, we enjoyed you the other morning. See, I haven't watched that yet, but I've been told that John were tormenting me, was talking about me.
I didn't. I never said anything about you at all.
So I've got to watch it out. Yes, do a midnight one. I don't think I could do a midnight chat. I think I'd have no voice, Yolanda. We are still up at that time, but I don't know whether I could go on and do a midnight chat.
I'm going to bed early.
Lindsay and Yo-Yo mid-morning breakfast show.
Early afternoon more than mid-morning.
Oh, dear.
In fact, mid-afternoon.
It's about 11 o'clock when Yolanda comes round. Why couldn't they say that if you've been in contact with anybody who've tested positive and you have had both jabs and you don't have to isolate instead of the middle of August?
I know.
Then we could have met up. Thing is, Gillian, even if they'd have said that, like I said,
because we were reading something that did say if you've had both jabs, you don't have to isolate. But then we worked out we're August. But Lindsay did say, even though that, if she came and met, and if we came across and met you, and Lindsay ended up with symptoms, and Lindsay gave it to you or to anybody else, I'd never
forgive myself.
She'd be mortified.
I'd be mortified to think that that all this time we've been told that we have to, with jabs or without, we do have to isolate.
Not watch it, Anne.
So
I'm safe.
I will watch it.
She never watches
I'm going to watch it. So yeah, that's why. Even if we could have Gillian, I wouldn't have risked it. Because I'm not just putting you at risk, I'm putting every other person that I come into contact with at risk. So yeah. So I'm just about grunting at 11 in the morning. Oh dear. We can't do music, Gems, otherwise we would. How are you, my lovely? Gemma, fancy coming on next time when I'm doing my tarot sweets? I got a bit flustered. I just got overheated.
Why do my eyes look
and
different?
I got so many coming in.
Why do my eyes look different colours on this?
You've got one green and one brown.
No, that one looks black. Like
like
a demon eye.
A demon eye.
And that one looks normal.
Yeah, you've got a demon eye. Look at that. That's what colour. Do you know the darkness of his eyes? You know when he gets angry, that's the colour they go. His eyes actually change a really dark brown. I've only ever seen him a few times when he's lost his temper, but no, not with me. With other people, but his eyes just change. You can just see this calmness on his face, and then his eyes change, but then all the blood rushes from his face down, and then you know he's lost his
right. I didn't do me closing down when I left that graveyard.
John's possessed, everybody.
I need to go for a
I'm sleeping with a demon. Look, he leaves me anyway. Do you know? He buggers off all the time. Andrew, oh my God, literally do go red when mine literally do go red when I get and isn't it funny how your eyes are something that changes colour when you get angry? It's where Lindsay hit you in the night, John. Oh dear, I nearly choked then on a bit of cotton. But yeah, the graveyard that comes supplied with an office chair. I know. It was that comet going over John. It could have been that comet going over John. I would love to go on a ghost hunt with you and John. Kelly, like I said, let us know where you are. Let us know where you're in the area. Let us know which area you're in, Kelly, and we will have a look at. It's a demon. We'll have a look at coming up and meeting you, Kelly, and we'll see if anybody else is local as well that they want to join us if they want to come on a ghost hunt with us. We've got no problem with anybody coming on a ghost hunt with us. If you want to join us for a night investigation.
What have I missed when I've been to the toilet?
I don't know, love. They were a ghost that just shot through back at chair. Yeah. But yeah, that's it, Scots. I just lose it when I cry. When I'm getting angry, I actually cry. And I'm not crying because I'm sad. I'm crying because I actually don't like my temper to come out. So when my temper comes out, I've learned to control it over the years. But I start crying with anger, and yeah. It's because I don't know what I don't know how to. I don't know how to mix that. I don't know how to deal with that emotion. So it just comes out in tears when I'm angry. But then the tears stop, and then it starts. Just popped to say hi, Lindsay and John. So I've not been on. We'll inbox you. No worries, Sophie. No worries, my lovely.
A place called Burwell, which is a village outside of Cambridge. About 5 minutes away from Newmarket.
So how far is that from us? Because
well, I'll do it to Newmarket, shall I?
Is Newmarket near Skeggy? Oh no, that's Market Raisin, isn't it? That's that's Market Raisin that's near Skegness, not Newmarket.
This is why I don't let her drive. I said to her, just drive us down to Aldi. Next thing, old signs are in Welsh. Where are we?
Oh, shut up. Evening, Judith, my lovely. How are you? Lindsay, guess what I've seen today? A tandem mobility scooter. Do you know me and John saw one a couple of months back, and it had got a.
Well, Newmarket's 2.5 hours.
It were like designed as like a Harley. It looked right good. If I could afford it, I would get one. Stop touching my computer. Yeah. I can tell you off now.
Oh yeah, I'll stop touching your computer. That means
Newmarket is south of France, north of Scotland. Newmarket isn't. Newmarket Raisin.
When
is
when your new battery comes, then I'm sure you'll be able to fit it there. Since I can't touch your computer.
Don't be clever.
And it's not just one that slots in back, it's an internal battery in this one.
The market is very haunted. There's lots of locations. We're like, oh, that's quite haunted as well. We'll have a look into it, Kelly, and like we said, once all lockdown's lifted and we can get round a bit, we will come look down for a weekend. The A to Z sponsored by Lindsay, always guaranteed to get you. Listen, I know where places are. I just don't realise where they are, but I know where they are.
No, you don't know where they are. You know
what they call. Where they are.
Where's Bradford?
Bradford's where we go.
Where we go?
Up New York.
Is it north or south from here?
Well, I don't know that, do I?
Well, you don't know where it is then, do you?
Well, I'm going to say it's north. Because south's taking me down London and north's taking me up to York. So I'm learning. She's like Tracy. If Tracy loses sight of a cathedral, she's not good. Oh. David, the good thing is we have the power to choose when and why we get angry. We do. Definitely we do.
Is that the
see, Jules has put north. Evening, Jules.
Is that the Bradford you believe to be in London?
It is the Bradford I believe to be in London. There is still something similar to what's called Bradford in London. Pardon?
Brentford.
It's not Brentford. It's not Brentford. Honestly, it's not. But I can't remember where it is. Newmarket's in Cambridgeshire. It's a very horsey sort of town and have lots of famous races at the racecourse. That's why I heard, Newmarket. I got that mixed up with
we should do a geography quiz for Lindsay.
Oh, don't. Do you know I'm going to do a geography quiz? And then I thought, no, I can't because you just know that it weren't my, so it wouldn't be my kind of quiz, would it?
Can you imagine Lindsay's voice? It's Tom Tom. Take your next left. We're now arriving at Bradford, 5 minutes away from London.
You've taken the wrong destination. Dear. Do you know, you're right mean to me. I'm red hot. So I'd miss Gemma's comment if she'll join me next time for my tarots. So Gemma can be my special guest joining me for tarots. And then maybe we do it on Gemma's channel. So we managed to get 2 readings. For those that miss it on one channel, you can catch us on another. I'll have a word with Gemma afterwards and see what she's up to and see whether she fancies doing it. Do you know if we buy a we've got a Tom Tom, haven't we?
Do voice of Tom Tom.
I put my voice in Tom Tom.
Just say, take the next left turn.
Take the next left turn. Oh dear. Oh. Don't let me listen to me. Don't let me listen to my own laugh. That's right bad. Oh dear. Do you know you should have took a right there? That's what I'd said, Julian. Do you know you should have took a right? Take the next left.
No, right.
Do you know you should have took a right there, not a left? Oh my God. You know, it's crackers. Do you know? I noticed your last one, Lindsay, started to look like it was getting a bit much for one. It's not getting a bit much for one. I think what it was is, I think, David, you know, every time I go to work with my pendulum or I go to work with cards, it's like this heat just builds up on me. And normally I have fan on, so it does keep me quite cool. But I didn't have fan on, so I just sort of like kept getting warmer and warmer and warmer. But I do wish we could have. I wouldn't mind trying to do it for a little bit longer than an hour. And if Gemma joins me, I can do it a bit longer so we can get to a few more people. But we'll see. I'll see what happens and see what night I pick, if Gemma's free or not. Should I turn left? Yes, but no, but yes. I can't help these sayings. It just flows out of the mouth, and yeah, it's just what it is. It is what it is. Oops, Italy got a goal. Sorry, John. Oh, watch. Wait, goalkeeper went down. We missed that one. Talking about your laugh, I'm still waiting to get it as my ringtone. Sorry, I haven't done it yet, Gillian, to be honest.
It's a good.
It's a demon. It's a witch. Oh, dear. Yes, that break in between would make all the difference. Go on, Italy. Go on. I think I've got Italy on me thing. Didn't I pick Italy? I did now. I picked Italy as my top 10. You must find another plug for your fan. I definitely need to. I'll have to unplug one of the gadgets outside of me so I can plug my fan in. You could just imagine Lindsay being a coordinator for the fire service. They'd end up in Australia when they should be in Scotland.
Every time my sister would put in with the
don't. Oh, is that fire extinguisher? I mean, a ghost. I love it, Butte. When you did my reading of cards, everything you said was right. Again, how do you know? I can't answer that question, Kelly. All I can say is that for some reason, when I'm doing my reading and I put your names upon screen, I try and just think of your name, and then I think of the energy around you, and then as I'm doing the shuffle of the cards, I just listen to myself. And when my gut tells me to pull a card, I just pull the card and then read what I see from that card, or if I get a feeling from that card, then I'll say what feelings I'm getting.
Yeah.
But yeah,
you have to blame David anyway. With David,
I am going to blame David for sending laugh. Imagine your laugh when you're on the shop. Imagine that laugh when I'm on the shop. What shop?
No,
Lindsay, we wouldn't change you for the world. Imagine that laugh when you're in the shop.
Yeah.
Everybody knows I'm coming. I don't even know where we went other week. And it was Chesterfield. I was sat outside Chesterfield. I think they could hear me right other side at Market. That's why I want it. Sorry, not. Oh dear. Wait while I meet you. Shopping. What's your think your drink's gonna go? I hate it playing my own laugh back to me.
You keep laughing at it.
Yeah, because I think it's funny to listen to. How would you suggest is the best way to learn to read the tarot cards? I've just got my late brother's cards. There's different ways, Jules, of learning to read cards, even Antoinette. For me, I went to a spiritualist church, and they had some workshops going on a Saturday. So I started going along to the workshops. But it's not just a case of picking up the cards and just reading. You need to be able to
connect with cards.
You've got some people have got it. As soon as they start looking at a card, they can connect instantly to a card, and you can just say what you see, basically. But it's not just about saying what you see. It's going with the gut fit. It's going with what your gut's telling you to do. A lot of people do self-teach themselves how to work with tarots. Best advice to you is just tune into your own energies. keep your chakras in line, keep them open but closed off during the day and when you're not working. Always give the energy back to the spirits or universe or Mother Nature, whoever you're calling upon. But yeah, it's just one of them. I just want to ask you a question. Sometimes if somebody upsets me or having a bad day, weird things happen in the house, what does that mean? It depends, because sometimes your energy, I know with teenagers especially, but I suppose it can happen as well with energy. If you're picking, if you've got an empathic tendency, then for me, you're bringing that energy in around you. So strange things could start happening, maybe because your energy level's that strong, or their energy is that strong around you. So again, it's all to do with finding that balance, making sure again that you do the meditations and that you're spiritually connected. To keep it, it's just keeping yourself calm, keeping away from negativity. Like I said before, if you're watching something that's negative and you're commenting on something that's negative, you take all that negative energy away with you. So then it starts affecting you when you're not watching, when you're no longer watching. Or it's like with a TV program, it's same way on internet. You take away the negative energy and it then starts breeding into your own lives. And that's just because you're around that negative energy. Personally, keep away from it. There's a difference between having an opinion and being totally rude. There's also a difference in between having a laugh and a joke to being nasty. There's a massive difference, and it's just keeping away from negative energies. You know when they're around. You know when they're around you anyway. But I hope that helps, sweets. Hey, my lovely Jojo or Joe. Hope you're well, my lovely. But yeah, it's just interesting. I think it's so interesting how people do connect with the cards. I mean, I can't even answer it for myself on how I do it. I just say what I do. But I don't know how I personally do connect with the cards. I don't know. When I'm using the pendulum, because I don't do the straightforward yes and no pendulum where you can see people actually moving the hands. I try to make sure that you've got the hand and pendulum on the screen. And if I do twitch, I will say that my hand's just twitched. But then again, my hand twitching cannot turn it can't make the pendulum turn without you guys seeing the movement coming from my wrist. So that's what you're looking for when you're watching people with pendulums. You're watching the wrist movements. You're watching the hand movements. You watch like from what you can see of this arm. You can watch that because you can see you can see it. Please go and watch some pendulums on YouTube, and then watch how I do the pendulum, and you'll see there's a massive difference on how I do it to other people. But that doesn't mean that the other people aren't doing it properly. It just means that that's how they've found that their energy connects into the pendulum. But yeah, pendulum experiments always fascinate me, especially like when I've connected and I'm bringing information through that. Evening, Karen. That even
Hey, Karen.
When like I ask them questions and their characteristics come through with the answers, or even the validations from the answers come through. It really is amazing. I think I want to ask you a real quick, what does it mean when you get a really itchy nose? Because a few months ago I went to my cousin's grave and go and visit him, and my nose wouldn't stop itching. Two things, to Kelly, that it could be. One, it could just be, and unfortunately, I don't want to say it, but I have to because I'm always honest. One could be that the itchy nose could have been caused by high pollen, high hay fever. Even if you don't suffer with hay fever, sometimes it can still affect you because the cemeteries are in the grass. There is a lot of pollen about. Also, there's flowers and everything else, so it could actually be that. The other thing it could be is they've scored. The other thing that it could be is it could be just a way of how your energies around you communicate. Best thing to do is when you go back, try and do some little experiments yourself and see how your energy. But I would normally say with something like an itchy nose or an itchy palm, when it's something personal like that, normally for me, it's something to do that's natural within the nature of the earth, with the hay fever or things like that. But I could be wrong, but that's just my take on it, sweets. But what you could do, I mean, if you go again, you could ask when you're at the cemetery, you could ask for a sign while you're there. So you could ask for, I don't know, a blue butterfly, a multicolored butterfly, a butterfly in general, to come down and land. And land on the grave. You could ask for a feather to drop from the sky. You could ask to find a penny on your way back to the car. There's little things that you can do. You can ask for, and they'll give you a sign. Evening, Mohammed. Evening, Sophie, my lovely. But yeah, it's ask for the signs. But if you'd know if it was an energy coming in around you, my lovely.
Lindsay has used dowsing rods, Jules, but she struggles with holding them.
I'm not 100% comfortable with the dowsing rods, just because I do have them shakes. My hands go in spasms where they like can jolt.
I've used them and I've had some quite good.
I've had some good responses when we've used them, but for me, I'm not very. I wouldn't actually say that I couldn't personally say that I can use them and give an accurate point off. But yeah, from when I've used them, I do think that I have had some good responses. But again, is it my hand that's twitched and moved it? I don't know. But yeah, it's some people use them, and I mean, I forgot where we saw somebody and they said to you, because I wanted to take dowsing rods out with us. And what they've said to do was you get like a slim, like a straw or something that's quite a solid plastic thing. You put that into the ground and then you put the dowsing rods in. Make sure they can move, but make sure they stay safe, and then stand back and ask questions. So we are going to look at doing that kind of experiment, aren't we, when we're out? We're just looking for we need them, like pipe. Small something pipes. We're all good, thank you. But yeah, I got a little red butterfly that's been visiting my garden constantly for a couple of months. So for me, have a look what when it's something like that, you can use Uncle Google for that.
I can, and yeah, but I just haven't got the confidence at the minute.
Google
experience.
Google what red butterfly from an angel sign red butterfly and see what it brings up, because you might find that you connect to what's being said about the red butterfly. Hey, fellow Sheffielder. Mine had straw things on the handles. Ours are just metal, aren't they?
Yeah, no, they've got plastic.
Oh yeah, they are in a bit of plastic. Yeah,
no, they've metal, and then they've got a metal cylinder they're in, and then some like rubber washer things to keep it in metal.
Yeah.
Copper.
That's right. The problem with iPlayer, but how I'm set up. That's the problem with iPlayer, but how I'm set up. Oh, it must be told. It's a shame that you can't come to the iPad that me and my boyfriend used to run, because it was very active. The ghost, or it used to pester me, and it used to get on my nerves. You might be very open to spirit, Kelly. So if you are open to spirit, please make sure that you do put protection around yourself. Make sure you do a protection prayer before you're doing, before you start working with spirits, and always make sure you do a closing down prayer as well. If you need any help with that, just message me, and I can always send you ones that I do. Just so then you're protecting your own energy, because what you tend to find is it's like, again, it brings it back to that negative thing. If you're around something that's negative, you're going to get that energy. If you're around something positive, you get that energy. If you're around spirit energies, you're going to get their energies, and it can be a mixture of energies coming in, and you can get an overload of it as well, where it'll start affecting your it'll start affecting your life. It can make you ill. It can do all sorts. So just please make sure anybody that's communicating, please make sure you do your before and after prayers. Such as saying, I find out it's to the hunters. You have to have a word with pub and see whether we can go in, Kelly. Do you need protection prayer before using the pen? I personally do, Jules, before I do anything, whether I'm doing me tarot cards, whether I'm doing pendulum, just before we go on a ghost hunt, I always do a protection around, not around to stop anything bad from it, but just to protect my energy, so nothing can come into my energy field, because if there is something that, I don't know, we might have got a grumpy spirit there that might want to push me out of the way, but well, not push me out of the way technically, but you know what I mean. So if I make sure that my energy feels protected, it can't get inside. So yeah. And always listen to your gut feeling as well. Your gut feeling's never wrong. So if you're going somewhere and your gut's telling you not to go, 9 times out of 10, listen to your gut and don't do what, don't go. Basically. You're welcome, my lovely Jules. You're free to ask any questions. That's what we like about doing chit chat. It's a way for you to get to know us a little bit better and to ask you questions. I love the rods. You're gonna have to try rods, aren't you? And see whether you can do it, because you're quite good with them. And what did you say? You haven't got confidence in doing tarots?
Yeah, a minute.
He's quite good with his tarots. I think what he needs to do, he needs to throw himself in deep end and actually go on members and do tarot readings for members, I think, to start with, just like I did. Sophie, I find electrical responses quite interesting. Same landlord who runs the pub because I've not been there for a long time. No worries, Kelly. Just let us know, sweets. Them rods fascinate us, though, don't they? I mean, when we used them once, and it pointed actually where the gentleman's spirit was, if you remember. And then when we were being told the story, it actually pointed to where the gentleman's energy was, weren't it? But yeah, I mean, but me and John's done a lot of spiritual workshops. We've gone, we've worked with members of Spiritualist Church where we attended. We've gone to their houses and worked with them. We've done all sorts, haven't we? So I can't wait actually to go back to for Spiritual Church to open again, because I actually miss going there. Especially when it's open circle, because on an open circle night, anybody can give a reading. So if you've got something, you can give it. But it's also nice to just go and just sit and just take in all that energy. If you're into that thing, then it's really good. Get me off there. You need steady hands. I have shaky hands due to meds. My hands, I've got shaky hands just because I shake. Morning, Bon, my lovely lady. How are you? Hope you're set for a lovely day, my sweets.
It's winter.
It is winter, isn't it? I hope it's not too bad today then, Bon, and I hope you don't have to wrap up too warm, because I know the weather has been dipping, because Steve's been telling us the weather's dipping over there. And yes, come on, England, for tomorrow. We do need an England win. I can't believe that England went. I wish we'd have had a bet on them, like I said at the beginning of the tournament, because I said England are going to win this one.
Well, we were looking earlier, right?
And England is set
favourites. You can have bets that you have a bet, and then if that one comes off, it goes the money you get on today's a triple, whatever, where it falls from one to the other. Well, I saw 2, and it were Kane to score. Sterling to score in 90 minutes, 66-1. Yeah,
is that tomorrow?
Yeah, Kane to have a shot on target, 40-1. Right. If you had a tenner on them, and it went from one winnings to other, that'd give you 24,600 or something. And if you could find another one that were about 30-1, so if them 2 came off, it went on to the third one, and that did it, that'd give you 700 and some £1,000.
So why don't you have a bet then?
Because it'll never come off if I do it. I never win.
Well, I'll bet then.
No, you won't.
I will. I'll have my bets on them tomorrow. I've lost my voice, and yes, it's freezing. Oh, sweets.
I love my
Evening, love my family. For a lost voice, I don't even know what suggest whiskey. A drop of whiskey, as my nanam would say, would help with a lost voice. But make sure you stay wrapped up warm. That's a good accumulator, but it is. Hope you're well, love my family. If you use dowsing rods to find water, it would be permanently pointing to my bladder. Oh my God, Gillian. Too much information there, Gillian. I will sleep tonight knowing that information now. I have been banished upstairs. Bloody football. We've got it on telly.
Only 2 more matches after tonight and it's done.
I can't wait. Honey and lemon for a lost voice, says Sophie.
Mammy's got a lager.
I'm tempted to have one tomorrow night, depending, because I get weighed in Thursday morning, so I've only got one more day to be good. So I need to make sure that that I'm being a good girl. Hot toddy, honey, lemon, and whiskey, says Jules, for a sore throat. I know my nan used to say whiskey for everything. You got toothache, whiskey. You got bellyache, whiskey. You got headache, whiskey.
I thought hot toddy was something else.
Hot toddy.
I thought an hot toddy.
Oh, hot toddy. Yeah, it's hot toddy, not hot toddy. Hot toddy.
Hot toddy is something else.
Yolanda's hot toddy. Oh dear. Foosball. Southern Comfort. I love me Southern Comfort. I ain't had that for a while. And if I get to my goal at end of month, then I will treat myself to a few glasses of Southern Comfort. Only a few minutes to go, unless it goes to extra time, then you may as well settle in for an hour. I know, 1-1 in it. Somebody needs to get in to do it. I could do that, but kids are loving me not talking. Oh, bless. I'm more hot tottery. You silly woman. Rum and black. Well, I made it out myself with Dan. Well,
I made a
tit of myself with Dan while I was drinking. Kept saying how lovely he is. Do you know, Sophie? Oh dear. It's me typing stupid potato fingers. I know I did some earlier on and I put, oh my God, fat fingers, because it's just, yeah. Defo good at penalties tonight. Jack Daniels and Coke. I used to have Jack Daniels and ginger, I think it were, but I can't remember what it were. But it used to be JD and ginger, fizzy ginger.
You'll have to come round my house for a visit if we do.
Where's that one?
Goes on, because she's got her own bar.
Who has? Who's got
Kelly?
her? Kelly's got her own bar. I'm on my way, Kel. We'll be here in a couple of hours. I'm only joking, dear. Dear, I don't drink that much, but when I do, oh dear. You know, could hear hubby shouting about the way they were playing Di Serrano. Do you know, we normally have Di Serrano at Christmas, don't we?
No, we don't.
I have Di Serrano at Christmas. I have all sorts at Christmas because it's nice to have. It's not far till bloody Christmas, though.
Antoinette's
We're only even halfway through summer. See, Antoinette's got hot tub, but Antoinette's at one side of country, and well, they're not actually. I don't know whether they're quite close to each other. Even Claire's put "see you in a bit, Kelly." I just said to Mum today, I can't remember the last alcoholic drink I had. Do you know? Well, my last one was Malibu, Miss Malibu and Diet Coke, and that was the last England match.
Mine were Crabbies.
And John's were a Crabbies, yeah. So, Yolanda, I think I have bagged him. That's good, Sophie. An excuse to have a drink before breakfast. It is. Evening, Sean, my lovely. I hope you're well. Just popping in to say hi after bed soon. Well, you take care, Sean, and sweet dreams, my lovely. I love to family as well, sweet.
Good job they did put a team front of that.
What? Team front of what? Tagged. Oh, oh, teabagged. Teabagged. Mine's a shandy. Oh, I have a beautiful koi pond in I like fish, only for catching though, and we do catch carp. Sometimes it's bream.
I've been fishing for a long time.
Do you know, that's one thing I want to do. I want to go fishing for a day. I'm going to take you all fishing with us for a day. You'll just be sat on, you'll just be sat on the banking, just watching me and John talk, because it's not very often that we catch. Well, it won't be first time we go back. It'll be like starting new. I don't even think I can remember how to cast. Just have to make sure pond's empty. Yeah, Michael once walked in and he were on about something being teabagged, and I didn't understand what teabagged was, and I had to get Michael to explain to me what a teabag was, and then I totally forgot about it. And we were watching now, that Prisoner, and his name was Teabagging it. And he were walking out with his pockets hung out. I can't remember what it were, about two brothers, weren't it? Prison Break. And he were called teabagging that. And John had to explain to me a second time what teabagging was, because I just totally forgot. I just over my head. But now I know what teabagging is, and I remember it's vividly brought to my brain from that program. A tea bag and a tea bag are completely different. They are. Oh my God. My bro had koi too. He was always on heron watch, as it took a liking to his fish when he was at work. Do you know, I feel sorry for people though who've got kois, actually, because them birds do come and take them. And you have to be careful, because people as well. We had some friends and they had them in a front garden, and theirs all got pinched. What David says? Teabagged. LOL. Tracy says no. Oh dear. Gonads on face. Sweet corn. Oh, but I don't know. Oh, that's good, Kelly, that you're moving. That'll be a nice celebration. Well, it involves the gonads. Not online. What's not online?
So just said you missed a trick there, John. You could have showed her.
No, he's not showing me. No, he's not showing me. No. I'm not being teabagged live on air for nothing.
5,000 stars.
No, nothing. I would never be teabagged on telly. That means not off the telly as well. No. Is teabag the same as dogging? No, Nanny Lynn.
Well, there might be a bit of teabagging going off.
Oh dear. Oh, Nanny Lynn. No, not on air in private. Not even in private, soldier. Not even in private.
I'd lose them.
He'd have them cut off straight away. I can't get over me telling Ange I was off to go teabagging. I was putting used refrigerated tea bags on my eyes. She started laughing and made me swear never to say that. I'm like, I didn't know what it meant. Oh, Claire, I'm going teabagging. I'm going to put tea bags on my eyes. Oh dear.
Well, in Australia, if you catch a carp,
you have to kill it, don't you, in Australia? They're bad.
We have carp in our pond on the farm, but no one here will eat them.
Where's that?
In Bon.
Oh, New Zealand. No, they won't eat, no. But they're very we watched a program. I've never eaten one myself. But we watched a program other week, and it were, well, not other week, probably last year. And it were about this place where they did carp, and these fishermen had to eat carp, and they were nearly crying. Anyway, one of them tried it, and it was just too bony to eat anyway. But no, I wouldn't enjoy eating.
I don't like a lot of fish anyway.
No. I have brought you to bed with me. I am free. How can you be cold, Nanny Lynn? It's bloody roasting. It's 20 degrees in this house. And I bet it's warmer than that, you know, because I've got door open next to thermometer. I'm not doing a blue waffle either. Oh dear, that made me feel sick, that blue waffle. If anybody's new and wants to Google a blue waffle, please do, and just look at the pictures in the comments.
What you doing there?
And you will see what a blue waffle is. Please don't do it while you're eating food, as you will be sick. What is it here that we have to kill? It's something like shrimp, but not a shrimp. It's like shrimp, but not a shrimp.
Is it crayfish? I don't know.
Oh, dear. Thought I could hear shouting, but not from this end. Oh, crayfish. I was in my den with the door open. Well, you're better off in bed anyway, Nanny Lynn. At least then when you're tired, you can just close your eyes.
23 inside and 16 outside.
Really? Well, must be warm here because, like I say, I've got door open and thermometers outside at door and it's saying 20. So I know it's a lot warmer than that. Or maybe a custard cream after. After what, Yolanda?
After your ginger nuts with your tea bag.
Oh, dear. You dirty. Do you know, these people, they're so naughty. Evening, War Dog. What are we waffling about tonight? Well, we've covered a few subjects, but we're not waffling. We're not waffling. Hey, Jodie, my lovely. Crayfish. Told you got it. A good tea bagging is what we're talking about, Jamie. You like tea bags? When is the new card reading? The card reading we did yesterday, and I will be in talks with Gemma. If Gemma's not free to do it on the night that I want to do it, then I'll come back on my own. But if Gemma's free, then Gemma will be joining me to do some card readings. Blue waffle, Scott, a blue waffle. The strong brew type with the nutty flavour. That's the one. That's the tea bags. Oh, dear. Oh. I'm an assessment. Then I thought, zip it. Don't even open your trap. But yeah, so, well, guys, we will be live no, we won't be live tomorrow. We're going to be live in the daytime tomorrow. Pendulum work. Pendulum work, and John will also be live. For those of you that like to join us, we are going on members now. John's going to try something similar to psychometry, but not psychometry. He's going to have some World War II objects laid out, and we're going to see what you in chat can pick up on them. It's sort of psychometry, but then when we looked at it, psychometry with what were it? Clairsentient.
Yeah, we've covered some topics from green screens to tea bagging to blue waffles. It's a colour-oriented night.
It has. It's been a right colourful night tonight. Forgot to tell you, Lindsay, our tea and coffee and sugar canister have been moved. I forgot to tell you, Lindsay, our tea, coffee, sugar canister have been moved where, Nanny Lynn?
Unless it means
to the bedroom.
No, unless they've moved. They've left them and they've come and they've moved.
I don't know. But yes, so guys, we are going out to members. If you'd like to join us, it's £2.79 a month. You do get loads of extra footage going off in there. You get loads of extra footage from the live investigations also. And it is good in there. Daniel, it's been moved. I get what you mean now. Yes, I saw the thing you sent me. I can see a plain grey with red dots on. I can see a plain grey with red dots on it. I'm losing chat here, me. No worries, Carol, my lovely. You sleep well, sweets, and we shall see you all soon. So everybody take care. John will be live in members in about 5-10 minutes.
Yeah, but we'll get it all
he's got to go and set up. So about 15 minutes, he'll be live in members, guys. So I hope you do join us. Just press the green button or go to the subscribe button on main page, and it'll bring you through. Just follow the link in the subscription group and it takes you to the members. So love you loads, guys. Take care.
Yeah, thanks,
we'll see you soon.
Us tonight. Take care.
Bye.